In this series of videos, I'm going to introduce the sculpting tools available in Cinema 4D. And so here we have our workspace. Let's make a capsule. Okay, just a plain old capsule. I have display Guru shading lines enabled so I can see the lines. Let me zoom in a little bit. The easiest way to access the sculpting tools is to go up here in the upper right, go to layout, hit the drop down menu, and choose sculpt. Okay, and then this new tab will appear in the object manager. Right now all the tools are grayed out because we have to have an editable object. We have to make the object editable. But before I go into that, be aware that all this did was add a new tab of stuff, in the object manager. We can always click on the object tab and go back and see the objects in our scene. So let me click on the sculpting layer tab again. To start working with this thing, it has to be editable, so I'll hit the letter C on the keyboard, or I can just click the icon we all know and love to make it editable. And now all the tools are available to us. So before I talk about these tools, I want to talk about this little number up here, subdivide. So I can start sculpting on this now. I can start using the tools and everything else. But what typically you will want a much finer surface area, meaning more polygons to work with here. And the way we do that for a sculpture is to use this tool here, subdivide. So if I click on the object is selected, so if I click on subdivide once, nothing happened. There's been no changes to the object. This little readout comes up here. Current level of subdivision is 0. Nothing, because nothing has changed. The polygon count is 864, which is what we brought it in as. And it also shows the amount of memory that this thing is using, which is 0.19 megabytes. All right. So again, nothing has happened yet. So Cinema 4D is waiting for us to subdivide this again. So let's click it again. And you can see the polygon count went up to over 3,000. And you can see that there's a much finer mesh that we can work with here. Also be aware that the memory has gone up. Typically for this demo, I'm going to go up to like 3 or 4. But let me show you a couple things. Let me hit it again. So we're at current level 2 subdivisions. But look, my memory, look how much geometrically these things are increasing. Okay, hit it again, and now I'm at 54,000 polygons, and I'm using 11 megabytes of memory for this thing. So be very cautious. If you click this like the 6 or 7, you could possibly get into the millions of polygons and using lots and lots of memory. There are in advanced topics, there are ways to work with like 1 million or more polygon count and do a process that's called baking to reduce the polygon count. We're not going to cover that in this video. But anyway, so it is possible, but like for now, at this level, I would suggest do not go over level 4 or 5, and I would not if you start getting close to 1 million polygons, you're probably using too many. Okay, but what's cool about this though is I can go back to the different levels. Let me, just for the heck of it, let me hit it again. So I'm gonna have 4 levels, which is probably kind of ridiculous for what I'm going to do here. So you can see like I'm at 44 megs of memory and over 216,000 polygons, which is kind of crazy for this. But anyway, what I want to show you all is here so what level I'm at. So if I want to like rough something in, let's say I just want to like get a basic shape, I can like click this down to my level 1, work on my sculpture with these, roughed in polygons, this rougher resolution. And then when I want to, refine the details, I can crank it up. So this is really a nice little thing that you should keep in mind, that you can always go to your max and min polygon count here with this. So in the next video, I'll start to introduce the tools.